is.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Crococast. I'm accompanied by the one and only Jose. I'm going to introduce you to this guy right here. He is the chief marketing officer of Croco Nation. He's part owner. You haven't seen him much in my videos because he's taking care of everything in the background that I'm not good at, and he's an expert at. This goes from graphic design, marketing campaigns, and his specialty, networking. So he's the real deal. So let's give him a round of applause.
That's incredible.
Forget about it. Who's better than you? No one. Nobody.
Don't we just love investments?
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, the investments.
He introduced me, but we gotta introduce David too. This is episode 1. So
All right.
David, the CEO, part co-CEO here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Co-CEO here, and the music producer, the brains behind this operation. And so, yeah, man, this is amazing that we're doing this. Episode 1.
You guys are gonna kill me with the soundboard.
That's incredible.
Hey, I'm trying out the investments.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah. But thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, man.
We live quite a distance, but in LA, 2 miles is like 2 hours. It's ridiculous with all the traffic.
Well, it took me about 40 minutes, so not too bad,
It ain't too bad. And especially with the rain and the crazy winds, we got freaking Hurricane Newsom. We're gonna kick it.
Yeah, bro, the winds were crazy today. I could just look out my office and the palm trees just going crazy.
Yeah, I got the
super strong.
The planters started flying everywhere in the backyard.
Really?
The cat was getting scared. It was ridiculous.
Sheesh, man, it was insane. But nah, man, this is awesome. We're doing this. This is episode 1.
Yeah.
So, thanks you guys for, first of all, the support, right? I mean, we've been,
Dude,
what a journey has been. So it's been a few years now that we've had the concept, the idea, but
and he even made the logo too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, this logo was something that I just remember envisioning it. I was like, Croco Nation. Well, actually, we should probably talk about the name Croco Nation, right? I mean, Croco has always been a term that you've used.
Yeah.
Right, and it just sounded nice, Croco Nation. So. But what is Croco to you? What is?
Oh man, I don't know if I really want to get into that.
Nah, it's just having a good time. It's getting Croco is having a good time. It's always Croco, like he's having a good time. He's.
Yeah, I mean, it was a term my cousins and I made back in the day. I think we were like in our early 20s.
Yeah.
And like it just kind of stuck as a term even in college.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually where I met him.
Oh right.
Yeah. I met him and we went to Cal State Fullerton.
I remember walking into that classroom. What class was it?
I don't even know, management something.
Management 249 or something.
Oh, bro, you were walking like a zombie, bro.
Dude, I commuted to Cal State Fullerton from Santa Monica.
I must have like 20 videos of you sleeping in class.
Dude, so many. I would walk in there, and by the time our class was like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., who knows? I was just like,
dude, that was a long time ago. It was a good time though.
And I sat in the back row of that classroom, and I remember seeing, like, I sat one chair across from, or not next to you, but one chair over. And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" I think that maybe on the first day, but the second day maybe we started.
Yeah, I think it was the second
talking.
day. Well, definitely the first day is kind of awkward when you walk into class. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah, exactly. And so then after that, I don't remember exactly the conversations, but we became cool after that.
I think we started talking about the professor's outfit. He was wearing like a J.C. Penney Van Houston shirt.
Yeah.
And then he had the what did you say, the Sandusky 11s? Because he had the
Sandusky 11s.
Yeah, he had the creepy Coach shoes. You know what I'm talking about?
He was a very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Very
nice guy.
He's a very nice guy, and we're not hating. It's just like we're making some comments.
You're
we're
making me look like the bully here.
We're like 22, or we're 22, 23.
Yeah. But,
and so I mean, ever since then we became friends, and man, it's been what? Yeah. How many years has it been? 7? 7,
like
8?
That. Yeah, 7 or 8 years, bro.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sheesh. But yeah, no. Croco Nation.
Well, that's where the journey started.
That's where it
right?
started.
Because I showed up. I remember I used to have the big computer. I had a huge computer before like the MacBook
Oh
Pro,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and then I had Reason. I didn't even have Ableton,
yeah.
and I had Reason, and I showed you a beat or two, and you're like, oh, "This is dope."
Oh yeah,
And I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that hyped me up. I was like, "Cool," because I had just started producing.
Yeah.
And I just kept showing you stuff like that, and you're like, "Well,
I
let's
think
go on
you know
tour,"
what?
and all these talks started to come out like
That's
in the
that
future for the future, right? Not right away.
right. That's 2017 actually. I remember.
Oh, you're right.
No, that semester was 2017, and
You're
so you,
right.
you would show me, and I was like, damn, bro, Navarre residency,
Yeah.
Encore Beach Club 2018 summer.
Well, we're still working on that,
Hey,
but
it's never too late. It's never too late to work on it, huh?
uh,
But yeah, man. So we were talking about the concept of the logo, and yeah, so Croco Nation, that was a name that you came up with, and so when I in my head, try to visualize it, the design, I was like, well, we can do like some sort of crocodile, and but then I was also visualizing like, it's about music, so
right.
audio waves, and so that's
I
what I was envisioning in my head.
I think this is brilliant though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
with the audio waves and the crocodile,
yeah,
I was like, wow, because you showed me a couple other concepts, and I was like, oh, they're cool, they're nice,
yeah,
but this one really stood out, and I was
no,
like,
dude, yeah,
super
and I'm glad. I mean,
unique,
I made some different designs, but this one just stuck. So
amazing,
that's been our
bro.
logo since then.
I've
And
actually
we
got a couple compliments,
yeah,
like out and about. Like I went to the comedy store in Hollywood for a show or a comedy show, and
you
one of the guys,
you were wearing the shirt.
yeah, the bouncer. No, actually, he saw because you had to put your phones away,
Oh yeah.
and he saw my background, and it had the logo. He's like,
Oh, the
"That's a
logo.
cool
Oh, that's
logo."
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like,
That's right.
"Oh."
That's right.
I think I texted you right
You
after that.
texted me. You let me know. That's sick,
Yeah, yeah.
dude.
So,
That's awesome, man. Yeah. No,
so, so I guess we should dive into like I guess why we're doing this pod, right? Obviously, we're giggling, having a good time, but one of the things that we're going to be discussing is pretty much, or the whole purpose of this is just like educating up and coming producers and future artists to go from the bedroom into a full blown career, right? Where you do this full time, not necessarily a gazillionaire with a private jet and everything, but enough to where you can make a living off of this and enjoy. So our plan is to kind of not only give you our perspectives or things that we've gone through from our experience, but bring in other guests like small artists, that are signed that are currently touring
yeah,
and share their experiences. So I think we have a couple in the pipeline here, but we're working on it.
yeah,
But this pod was just to introduce and kind of give you a high level what we're going to be discussing, right?
yeah. Exactly.
So really cool, and we've seen a lot of these artists. Like for example, we had a couple shows, or you went to a couple of shows like Academy, and I think was it Exchange or Sound, or were they both at Academy with this one particular artist?
Yeah, no, it was the academy. It was the academy.
Yeah, and this artist does it full time, right?
Hmm.
And it's just from hey, I like this to starting to produce to having over 200. What is it? 200 something shows
Yeah, per
a
year. Yeah, year.
Yeah, per year. So, I think one of the things is, getting those people in here and really, getting more insight on how they did it, hear their story.
Yeah,
So it's one of those things.
yeah.
What made you get into EDM, right? How did you go from like 50 Cent, and all that stuff we grew up with, all the
Nah,
hip hop to
I mean,
EDM?
I think in general, like music in general, like a lot of my influence in music was my older brother. Really,
Mm.
um, my older brother, like we shared rooms when growing up. So like we're talking about the days where like you can have CDs and you put them in like a CD book,
Yeah.
and so he had like a whole book of just CDs in there, and one of his favorite artists was Wisin Yandel. So a lot of reggae. I got I was raised with a lot of reggaeton influence, but and then but he also listened to some electronic. So
Yeah.
the whole Darude Sandstorm,
Yep.
that one. I remember the first Gladiator movie that came out. That was that one song. I can't remember the name of it, but it just was also released with the second one. And it's a very popular song, but there was a remix of that song, like an electronic music remix of that song that I nonstop would listen to. And I will find the name later. But
Yeah. I'm interested. I don't know which one you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. No, I know. I
Comment
wish
down below if you know, because I don't
yeah,
know.
it's the most popular like song from Gladiator. So, um, but there's a remix of that song, an electronic music remix that I would just listen to all the time. And so little by little, I'd started listening to trance.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like the Tiesto trance and those days like that.
Tiesto trance.
Ooh, I really enjoyed that too.
You know, the Root Sandstorms, but a lot of house music too. Like, I always was a fan of the drops, you know?
Yeah.
Like the build up and the drops that we still hear today. Like, I mean, that gets anyone really kind of excited.
Yeah.
Like the build up and the progression over time. And so I've always listened to EDM, and that was kind of like my first memories, I think.
Yeah.
Of listening to it. So, oh man, to this day, it's on my Spotify playlist, you know?
That's awesome, man.
So it's just a mixture, different.
Yeah. I think for me, like I always kind of like Better Off Alone and that blue song. I forgot what it's called exactly.
Damn, we came unprepared, huh, with our knowledge of these songs.
I forgot
names.
the Better Off Alone. I know that one. That was a
Okay.
classic. Obviously, like the Sandstorms and all that. You know, like those are the classics. But I was still whatever about it. I still liked my hip hop. I still liked my rock and roll and all that stuff, like some pop music. But I think what really changed the game for me, big time, is around I think it was like 2008 or something like that when Dead Mouse and Cascade started collabing. Like I remember even that Morgan Page song, "The Longest Road," like all that stuff, like all that melodic style EDM really just like I was like, wow, I need more of this.
Yeah.
How can I make this?
Right.
So that's when I started to really enjoy that. And then I met some friends in high school that started getting me into all that other stuff, right? That's when like Steve Aoki started to get big with the Boneless song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
all that
right.
stuff. And they would have EDC here in the Coliseum in those days.
Yeah.
Remember that before it was in Vegas?
I remember that.
So that's when they would have those events. And I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Like I never went in. I had some friends that did go in, but I would just hang out outside like with the group.
No, I remember seeing videos of people like walking down the stairs of the Coliseum for EDC, and like the stage being in the middle of the Coliseum.
They had some cool visuals for those days.
Did they?
And they had like the clowns with the stilts or like
I don't remember that.
and stuff like that.
I don't remember too much of that, but
it was very trancey and very weird at that time, which was cool,
Yeah, no, it blew. I mean, now it's the biggest music festival in the world.
Yeah,
it's for EDM, so
it's up there.
That's amazing. Well, one of, right? I mean, you got what do we have in Europe? What's it called?
There's Ultra's big too, and then there's Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland, yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty big. I think that one's in Belgium.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to any of those, but
yeah, no.
I think I've only been to like Hard Summer, Beyond, and Countdown, right? All the Nas Event Center ones, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I've been to too. Yeah, EDC Mexico City.
You been to that?
Yeah, EDC Mexico City.
Oh, no way, I don't know.
Dude, that's like, the amount of people at that one is insane.
The vibe must be crazy.
The vibe was insane. You got micheladas coming at you left and right.
And they're not expensive. They're
not expensive.
Not
you
like here.
You know what the highlight was?
What was it?
It was, the music was the highlight, obviously. The music was great.
Yeah.
But
was like Chapo headlining?
No. It was like 1 a.m. and there was people walking around with trays of Maruchan, like already heated up. You know, that Maruchan soup? Instant noodles.
Forget about it.
Instant noodles.
Get those electrolytes in.
Oh, man. And that just hit like 1 a.m. after like standing all day and listening to music.
Is it like a 3-day shit show? Same thing like here?
Yeah, it's 3 days. And it's spectacular. Spectacular.
I did Hard Summer one. I was like 23, and I did Hard Summer one day. The second day, I was like, I want to go home. Give me an in and out,
dude.
Straight to the crib. Like
my Hard Summer experience was in Fontana. First time I went, Travis Scott was headlining, but there was also
you were there.
Yeah,
I was at that one too.
Really?
Yeah, one with Sam.
What? We probably didn't know each other. No, I don't think we knew each other at that point.
Nah, we did.
Nah, bro.
This was already 2018.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I turned 20. I was before I turned 21.
Oh no, this is probably a different one we're talking about. No, it's a different one. Because he didn't win the Fontana Speedway, and that's the one.
That's the one. Maybe he's done it a couple times. I don't know.
Nah, because this is with the Astro World album.
No, this one was before that.
Oh, okay, forget it.
Yeah, I think it was before that. Because, yeah. So, yeah, I remember just being there. It was great. But, yeah, I went with a bunch of my friends or coworkers, I should say, when I used to work at PacSun.
Yeah, no, good deal.
and that was amazing. Yeah, but no, but yeah. So
Good deal. But I wanted to talk to you about what you recommend. Like, okay, let's just say like I'm a small like I went to my first show and I'm like, damn, like this is awesome. I want to start producing music, right? I'll get into the technical stuff about like what gear you should get and stuff, all that stuff,
yeah.
like the basics. But I want to hear your perspective on like, let's just say you're really, started producing, you're making, pretty decent beats or songs or tracks,
Hmm.
ideas. And, let's just say you're beginning to DJ from a marketing perspective. Like, what do you think are some of the key elements, right? Like, for example, like marketing or content. Like, what are some of like the softwares that you would recommend someone to use for like content
Oh,
creation,
okay. Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that?
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, for video editing, I've been learning on DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is a I think it's a first of all, it's free. You can get DaVinci Resolve for free, and it's a very robust video editor. Um, and it there is some learning curve to it. You do have to maybe watch some YouTube videos, YouTube University. But once you get the hang of it, honestly, it's worth the investment you spend in terms of like learning it. Um, and but you can also use Adobe Premiere Pro. I've used that before too.
Yeah.
So um,
They're both pretty similar.
they're both they're pretty similar. Yeah, of course, the core concept. They're both video editors. Um, I I've spent more time on DaVinci because there's like a YouTube guy that I followed, um, that I took a suggestion, and he's like, "Oh, I've been editing on Premiere Pro for 15 years plus, and I've switched over to DaVinci. Here's why." And
Right.
so I was like, if I'm going to start my video editing journey, I'm going to just start with his suggestion. If he's been using Premiere Pro for so long and he's switching over, I was like, you know what, let me try it. So DaVinci Resolve is a good free video editing software.
Sure.
But if you know what, if that's too complicated, you can get like CapCut to
I
edit
see like a lot of
videos.
like TikTokers using that.
Yeah, no, CapCut's good to edit videos. You can make some short form stuff on there. But even then, like at the end of the day, like if you're a DJ, you're producing music, and it's always good to just set up a camera right in front of you and record yourself performing a song that you've made, or if you're DJing, like record either have a phone recording yourself, or
Yeah.
maybe if a friend's there with you, use a phone or something to record from behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just need a 15 to 20-second clip of that, and maybe you can overlay the song on top of it if you need to. But
What about like the location, like at a taqueria in Compton or something, like in front of it? Would be nice.
oh, I mean,
Well, because people
that's
like
the trend now. I think
they go like laundromats and they go to like different
yeah.
places and they start recording.
No,
So I've seen that.
that's amazing. I've seen that with like Huel has done that, right? I think I saw him mostly like or Diplo too.
Yeah.
Kygo did a whole set, like a whole hour set
Yeah.
on top of like what looked like Mount Everest, but it was somewhere like really cool. And he did a whole set there. Hugo always does it like in like a private jet, but sometimes with like a nice sunset behind him. Um, Diplo as well, like
Yeah.
very scenic location. So all you need is like to go during golden hour somewhere nice and get that golden hour and just record yourself and make it look cool.
And
And
you could do all this with the iPhone.
you can do it with an
You
iPhone.
don't need
You don't even
anything.
need like special cameras or nothing like that. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
what really is important is the content, like the music, and the more of just the audio. Audio is the most important thing, because if you have a good song, or if,
Yeah.
if it that's the most important thing, and the visuals are complementary to that. So
Well, like for like a DJ or
yeah,
somebody.
exactly. But going back to your question, I mean, so DaVinci Resolve to video edit. You can use CapCut too if you need to at the beginning to make it easy. If you do have the Adobe suite, there's Premiere Rush,
Yeah.
which is not Premiere Pro, but it's like Premiere Rush, and it's like a simplified version of Premiere Pro that you can use. It's very like user friendly. You can edit videos on there too. So I've used that before as well.
Amazing.
But if you don't have any of those, you can get DaVinci Resolve for free.
For free.
Yeah, for free. They have a studio version. It's like $300, one time cost.
That's great because nowadays they give you a subscription for
Adobe's
everything, or they charge you for everything.
subscription. I have the Adobe Creative Suite. That's $60 a month.
That's
So I mean, yeah, no,
that's a big
that's
difference.
why I recommend DaVinci, because you don't have to pay $60 a month. So, and if you want to do like design stuff, like Canva.com is good, because you know that can do a lot of stuff for you. Even nowadays, ChatGPT. Shoot, I've asked ChatGPT to, like, hey, provide me this design for this or concepts.
Yeah,
Guys, use AI. AI is helpful. It's a good tool.
it is very useful. Let me tell you,
It's meant to be a tool. It's not supposed to replace anything, but it's a tool. I mean, probably it will replace things, but
let's knock on wood here, because
right, we don't want to be replaced. So DaVinci. What else? What else we have? Video editing. We have obviously social media.
yeah,
So, I mean, that's pretty much.
yeah. I mean, like, I guess
What other software?
I guess one of the things that like, let's just say that, like, you get content, right? You film content, you got decent at video editing. You're
Sure.
at that point. Like, now, like, what about the awareness? Like, obviously you're gonna post, but is there something that you recommend? Like, for example, I know for the videos for Croco Nation, some of them, like, you'll throw, I don't know, like $50 or something like that for like a campaign.
Yeah. I mean,
it may not be necessary, but it's something that
no. I mean,
know it's
look.
kind of worked out for us in certain areas, right?
Yeah. I mean, look. If you put out a song and I think the most important thing that I've heard is consistency.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest contributor to the algorithm, I guess, is consistent reels and consistently posting content. That's gonna be the biggest driver. But of course, if you can also do that. You can build a business Instagram profile, and you can do some ads too if you like. But yeah, no, I think the biggest is, especially if you don't want to invest any money at the beginning, so too much money in the beginning, like, just post once a week. Start with once a week.
And here's something that I wanted to throw, and as a caveat, or add a little extra, well, I don't even know what word I'm trying to think of here, but like, just like an addition to what you're saying, is posting content is actually a way of networking.
Yeah.
Right. Because like throughout this whole time, just us posting content,
Oh,
like,
man.
even if you think it's like,
No,
it's
dude, we've
whatever,
made so many connections so far of us,
Bro.
just like,
crazy, and it's
right,
like
people we've never met before,
all over the world, like,
all over the world.
and it's crazy. They reach out to you, or they like your stuff, or they'll comment.
Yeah, and
And
post on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube has been our biggest, like, driver for us, and like,
it's great. It's like a search engine.
it is. YouTube works differently from Instagram. That if you post to YouTube, it's like you said. Well, it is owned by Google, so it's essentially a search engine. So
Sorry, I would just keep going back and forth here because of I don't want my computer to. I forgot to take off the auto lock, so.
Okay. No problem.
It's still recording.
We're still good?
Oh,
Okay.
we're good.
Hey, this is episode 1.
Hey, we're learning,
We are actually learning. We have zero experience with podcasts.
Sometimes you just gotta throw yourself in into the pool, and learn how to swim. I don't recommend that, by the way.
No. Hey, no, we're not trying to drown here.
But YouTube is definitely
YouTube. Yeah, no. Post to YouTube, post to Instagram, post to TikTok, post to as much social media as you can. Really, they're all there to help us, right?
Yeah.
They're all different tools, and at the end of the day, it's where's the attention,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, YouTube, the videos there last forever, and people search up different keywords, and I mean, that's how they've come across us too. So we've made tutorials and about how do you make a song like Clooney. And people post Clooney or type in Clooney, then they can come across our video.
Yeah, speaking of the Winston and Yandel, he's killing it with the reggaeton minimal house
We see
mashups.
Yandel.
I'm saying Clooney.
Oh, Clooney
Yeah,
is.
Clooney is. I mean, whatever he's doing right now, he's popping off, and I really
Yeah,
like that for like the day clubs.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
crazy music for that.
I'm gonna go see Clooney this actually on Saturday night.
Yeah, Papas and beer,
Papas and beer.
of all
Here
places.
we go.
You get that Maruchan over there again. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? You're in
definitely,
Mexico, baby.
definitely. Maruchan, tacos, everything. You know. So,
I'll give you a little Imodium on the way over there.
oh man, no, that should be fun. That should be fun.
That's great, bro. He's performing what, Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night.
Man, that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun. And the next day, actually, that night is my birthday. Yeah,
What,
12
yeah,
a.m.
that's
at 12
right.
a.m.
Imagine he gives a little birthday shout out.
Oh, well, I don't know.
He's not gonna
It's
get
not gonna happen now.
but
No, but yeah. So yeah. So you going back to social media? Yeah, YouTube.
yeah. But you've been excellent outside of social media. Excellent at
Oh, what?
networking.
Oh, network. Yeah.
Oh,
Look, listen. At the end of the day, like that's another thing, right? It's not like nothing to do with technology, but networking is crucial.
absolutely. I
It's,
think you do a great job at it. But one of the main reasons that you're just a very genuine dude. So like when you have a conversation with you, like
yeah.
you're just extremely genuine. You're not looking for a quick come up. You're not looking
Nah,
there's no malicious intent behind you,
nah,
bro. It's just solid, genuine guy.
nah. There's, yeah. I try to be. We have to be genuine and nice.
Yeah.
Try to be nice to everyone. Um, yeah. I don't like I don't like that going in and thinking I'm someone I'm not or whatever like that. So
Yeah, bro.
so that's super important is to reach out to people, ask questions, people even people you look up to. Just you can reach out on social media, but even then, like actually for me, I think what's been good for me is to try to find maybe like networking events.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I've known, or you told me you've gone to like a couple, like it was like a drone camp, and then there
yeah,
was
no,
like
I
a
did. I on the side I fly drones for fun too, and sometimes for money too. But
mm,
do it was an FPV camp. It was a first person view. So FPV stands for first person view, and it's with a like pretty much like a guy on social media who I followed, and
yeah,
he hosted it. Pay a couple $100, you go for a weekend, big
yeah,
Airbnb, 10 other people, and these are people that I've still talked to today.
yeah.
And I've gone to meet other people through them, actually through their recommendations. And so pretty much the idea here is to to do some outreach, invest a little bit of money into these type of things, because then you're going to meet people who are in the same type of industry as you or same interests as you. And it's so much better to do this with a community than it is to do it solo.
Yeah.
So much better.
Oh,
And
100%.
and when you can meet like-minded people, it's amazing.
Because you guys are on the same journey.
Yeah,
Like, or similar journeys, I should
same
say.
journey.
And, they're probably going to have opportunities, and they may need you,
Yeah,
They may need you at some point, be like, hey, I know a guy that's really good at this, or like you
yeah,
might be good at something that maybe they don't know how to do, or they're not interested in learning, and it's like, hey, I know Jose, right? He's the drone pilot,
yeah.
whatever it might be. Oh, perfect. And you've had some
Exactly.
opportunities that
I have.
come up like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you just meet people, become
Yeah,
friends, and exchange information,
yeah.
add each other on Instagram.
And
That's my approach too.
this brings me to my next topic, which is investing into yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but with strategy in mind, like in a like have a plan on what you want to develop, right? Like for example, very similar to how you did your networking with the drone camp and all these other
Sure.
like film festivals that you go
Yeah.
to, is one of the things I recommend small producers to do is, let's just say you're learning how to produce an Ableton or FL, whatever DAW you're going to use. I highly recommend to look at smaller artists. Maybe they're signed, maybe they're not, but take lessons with them to
Yeah.
go ahead and obviously for two reasons. One, You definitely want to build your skill set. And even if you're good, the person that you're gonna have the lesson with, they might know something that you don't. They might approach something in a different way,
Mm.
right? That's number one, right? That building that skill set. Number two, you're supporting the other artists. They're trying to do this full time, so you're helping them,
Yeah.
financially, and to have them do that full time, and they're providing value to you, and you're
Yeah.
providing value to them, and then that builds a lasting relationship because now you guys are on the same trajectory, right? And you guys are trying to, help each other out along the roads because you build a rapport as you go.
No, and not only that, but like when you invest a little bit into that, and you maybe they assume the role as the teacher,
Absolutely.
and they're like your student, right?
Yeah.
And what do teachers want? The teachers want the best for their students.
100%.
So they're, if anything, your students' work is a reflection of your teachings,
Exactly.
and so you want to vouch for them, and you want to help them achieve that, because you want to, and it feels good to help other people too.
Absolutely.
So what's going on over here?
Just a learning curve.
Was going to sleep or?
Yeah, I put the brightness down because
Okay.
I don't want any overheating issues. Over
Oh yeah, no.
here. Even though we got Hurricane Newsom outside with the winds to cool it down, it's not like that in here. So,
Oh man.
but yeah, I agree with you, and I think when somebody teaches you as well, I don't know about you, when I teach someone or teach something new to someone, and they're like, "Damn, this is cool!" Like if you feel accomplished, so you start building like that. I can't explain it. It's like the teacher to student connection.
Hmm.
And it's really nice. It's like, yeah, I want to help this person out, especially like if they're hustling, they're really doing like good, and they're paying
Yeah.
attention and making progress. So
Sure.
those are some of the things that we recommend as far as networking
Yeah.
goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so good deal. Well, I think we're gonna cut this one a little
Are we?
short.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else you want to cover, but
No.
pretty much we want to give a quick introduction, kind of talk about, what we're going to be doing with this podcast, what the goal is, right? Bringing in guests.
Yeah.
And
No, that's the goal. We want to get people here, to people who are up and coming producers, up and coming DJs, to give them. Well, we want to interview them and talk about their upbringing,
Yeah.
where they started listening to EDM, and
yeah.
what they use for social media, any things that might help other people listening.
Exactly.
And that's the main goal, really, right? Is to
provide value.
and it's something that we're passionate about, right? So
Yeah.
this is fun. Honestly, this is fun to even do this. So
Yeah.
the fact that we can have fun doing this, and then bring other people into the mix,
That's the best
post
feeling.
it.
Oh man. Are you
that's
kidding me?
that's all we need, the fulfillment, right? Whether it gets 10,000 views, 5,000, 3,000, 3 views, that to us, whatever, it's
Yeah.
fine. The fact that we did it and we're happy about it, that's really the goal.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I'm really excited to continue this. And we got some cool artists in the pipeline. I mean, I can't say any names now, but we got some cool artists that are actually, they're on tour right now, but when they get back, we're going to try to schedule a date and hold the
absolutely.
podcast and see how their tour was, and
Yeah.
what they recommend for small artists. This guy, extremely knowledgeable. Crazy. This guy's a wizard.
Yeah.
That's why everybody calls him a wizard. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of guests, a lot of people or viewers have known about this guest, but we'll talk about it in more detail once we announce it.
We will.
Before we go,
Yeah.
if you want to talk a little bit about the merch that Jose killed it with the merch. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
So-
a buddy of mine from high school is full time into making shirts and apparel. He's super passionate about
Yeah.
that. So I hit him up and I was like, hey man, we're trying to create something too. So what can you do for us? And
Can you I'll do this. I like the white one. So this is a quick preview of the merch drop we're going to be doing. But the front,
Here's
you'll
the
see
front,
that
the
there's
logo.
the Croco Nation logo, right? And then the back,
as our Croco Nation, and then also has in Japanese letters.
yep, Los Angeles, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the back. we drew a little inspiration. Look, show it again. We drew a little inspiration from an existing brand. So if it looks familiar, it's because it's familiar. But we like the look. We love the look, and we thought there's a lot of companies who do that, and so we love the look, and it's pretty obvious, but it's awesome. It looks great, right?
Yeah, no, you killed it, man. And we have
So
the trucker hats too. We have them in two colors. One's gonna be brown.
yeah,
And even has the stitching in the back. I don't know if you can see it from over there, but
yeah, we'll put it up on our website eventually
yeah,
here, and you can see the details. But Croco Nation in lowercase in the back, 20 on the side here for the year that we thought about the idea, and
yeah,
you know that was really the beginning, really, when we created this logo, right?
little COVID action.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
we did it.
exactly, during COVID. And yeah, we're gonna, we created some merch and we'll add it onto our website
Yeah,
for anyone who's interested. And yeah,
cool. And guys, if you like what you heard today, please consider subscribing.
yeah,
And if you'd like to support the channel, go over to croconation.com. We got a couple sound banks on there for minimal tech house, just overall house. We got some cool bundles on there. They have certain presets, high quality samples. You literally can just drag and drop them. So it's all about helping you guys out with the with your workflow when you're producing music. So yeah,
all right.
there it is. First pod. Forget about it.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
First pod.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
See you guys.